after that and talk about radio. So we're starting to end, Miss Wanda D. Hollis.
All right. Yes. So, I am a full-time granny, part-time nanny. I have some beautiful grandchildren that I adore. And I also run my own company, which is WTTS, which stands for Walking Through the Storm. We're a lifestyle empowerment company, and we help with also small business support services. I'm a writer, so I write. And I'm also a creative thinker, so I'm working on several projects. The last one finished was a stage play, a co-produced a stage play. And that's me, Wanda D.
Awesome.
All right.
Christy Cooks.
Hi, hello, I'm Christy Cooks. Outside of radio, I am a registered nurse. I'm also an author. Also, I'm co-partner with Miss Kimberly Biggs with a group that we call From Prison to Purpose. So I'm constantly busy. I like empowering people, and I'm a people person. And I'm just honored to be amongst all these queens because I'm a rookie. You know, it's just an honor to be here.
Well, I have to say this. Last year when we did the Women in Radio, Christy hadn't started her show yet, but she showed up and fed everybody. I remember that. She was like, "Oh, you had a show with me. Can I feed everybody?" I'm like, "Absolutely." So now, we kind of snatched her up then with Jack, made her a part of the family.
To their bellies.
All right, Michelle.
I'm Michelle Dorsbert, and I do a lot of things too. It's very funny how I met Regina. We'll get into that, right? We'll get into that later.
You can say whatever you want to say. Yeah.
I met Regina at one of my events at a coffee shop on Marietta Street. It was called Keep Grinding. That was in 2015. Wow. And Regina just saw something in me. She just said, "I want you to be on my show." And you was having a topic about women in business, and it was very interesting, and I caught the bug. And then and I've been chasing that bug, and then in April of 2016 I had the opportunity to start having my show here on Instinct Radio. But outside of here, I have a brand called Real Chicks Rock, and what we do is we empower, inspire, and motivate women through various different platforms, through community service, through the arts, now through the show, as well as our t-shirt brand and our line, and now in public speaking. And that's my passion. That's my dream. What feeds that dream is I'm also an IT project manager by day.
Yeah.
So that feeds the dream, right?
Awesome. Pastor Jennifer.
Well, I'm Pastor Jennifer. I love human beings. I love bringing transformation, bringing change. I am involved in so many different things. I have a global vision to globally bring healing, transformation, and change. I believe, I'm from Africa, and I believe the third world countries are some of the richest nations on the planet, period. What is lacking is the kind of education that empowers the individual to walk fully in their destiny, engage their gift, and be paid for it. Because what happens in third world countries most of the time, a lot of nepotism. And what that does is it neglects gifted people. It throws gifted people to the side. So my vision is to bring these coaching and mentorship programs that I believe the UN is going to adopt and bring change and transformation, not just in third world countries, but down here in the U.S. and around the world. I am also a trainer of leaders. I love leadership. With great leadership, you can build anything. Once you have leadership in place, you've got a nation. Once you have great leadership, you have a great nation with a great future that can actually leave a great legacy for the people coming from behind. So I am passionate about leadership and training leadership, but I'm also passionate about training mentors. I know there's a lot of people that do mentorship out there, but I think they need training. Because just coming from your story and your experience, great as it is, you bring your stuff with it. You bring your issues with you. And you pass on those issues to the next generation. But there's a way you can teach mentorship, and I have put together a program that not only will train mentors, and by the way, everybody in this room is invited to my program. It's a mentorship program that is cutting edge with neuroscience and everything in there that helps the mentors then understand exactly how a person can rewrite their story, put it back together, and begin to walk the walk towards what they want, not what we want or what we think, but based on their gifting and their calling. So to put it in a nutshell, I'm a healer, I'm a transformationist, and I'm a leader.
That's awesome.
That's a magazine in itself.
That's good stuff. Well, you know, one of the reasons that I wanted to do this show is I want people to see that there is more behind the radio. Especially, you know, and Jack and I have talked about this. I look at everybody we have at Instinct Radio, and I'm like, behind the scenes, what you guys do outside of radio is so powerful that we have an opportunity here, if we unify, to do some great work. And so that was one of the reasons I really wanted us to have this space where we can begin to explore the other parts of who we are. Does that make sense? Well, let's talk about your shows, because, you know, Sensational Sundays here at Instinct Radio. We'll start with Pastor Jennifer. Tell them the name of your show, the time, and a little bit about it.
Well, the name of my show is Voice of Wisdom, because I come from wisdom and insight. That's my gift. That's what God gave me. We all should know what our gift is so we can walk in our lane without ever feeling like somebody's pushing up on my lane and I have to like hold the lane and go push them out of the lane. When you know what your gifting is, and I wasn't wise enough growing up. I was a very loving person, very open, and I put myself in circumstances and situations that I should never have had to put myself in. And I had to dim my light to be accepted, to be loved, because I came from a broken background. I had a mother, and this is very quick. I had a mother who was amazing, powerful, but she was very broken as a kid. So she too, like me, was looking for validation and acceptance. And it took me a very long time to realize that I was already enough.
Yes.
I was already enough.
I am enough.
I didn't need anyone. I didn't need validation. I didn't need acceptance. I was wise. I had insight. I could help people bring healing. But here I was sitting among people that were doing everything to sit on me and to stop my gift. Some people will be intimidated with life and a blessing because they want it, but they don't know how to get it. So it's not because they don't want it. It's they don't know how to get it. So my show is Voice of Wisdom. Everything I do, whether it's the network, I'm building my own television network because I want to help people who dream to put it in film so you can see it. I want to bring inspirational stories to the fore. So I have a coaching company called Voice of Wisdom. So everything is VOW. So it's VOW Inspire Network, VOW Radio, VOW Coaching. Everything is Voice of Wisdom because I come from wisdom. And the idea is on our show, we invite you to come into our coaching practices and we are able to help you, give you the tools that you need right now to get your life from wherever you are to where you need to go.
I got my hand raised. Can I be on that show?
So we are a transformational show. Man. We are a new life story. I'm a new life story coach. I've trained for 9 years in new life story coaching, taking all the parts: transition, transformation, success, relationship, money, about maybe 15 different things, bringing all those together because I believe in wholeness, because I'm a pastor. And as a woman of God, I believe there is enough limitlessness that none of us need to be walking around busted, confused, and disappointed.
Yes, Pastor. Yes, Pastor.
I love it. The church say amen. Let the church say
yes.
Amen. 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 That's a hard one to find.
Sorry. I do apologize for that. I apologize.
Breathe in and take that out. Right.
Stretch it out.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
I'm inviting you all to come to church. Pass the plate. Let's collect the offering.
I'm coming.
Yes.
Real Chicks Rock here. Yes, we're on every first and third Sunday, 2 to 4 o'clock. And we talk about various different issues that impact our communities, primarily women. We've talked about HIV in the community. We talked about domestic violence. We've talked about what it really truly means to be a community activist. We talked about the Latino community and how it it impacts us and how we're really one of the same. We use that, as well as I have a huge love for music. I love house music, and so I typically have maybe some guests on here or some DJs. I've had female DJs. I've had people that I've had conversation with to just kind of elevate and shine some light on the genre of music that I love. I find that people are more responsive to issues when the background is filled with music. Yeah. That's been my approach. Having this has been wonderful. I didn't know that I would love it as much as I do. I feel like, Regina, once you have it, you just like, I got to do it. I can't stop until the Most High tells me not to. I'm already thinking about the next couple of shows, meeting and greeting people that are already here. And it's just a wonderful platform. I didn't think that I would be here doing this. A lot of my angle had been the community service piece. So we've done a lot of things where we've helped women transition back out of a homelessness situation, back into society. We've done school drives, we've done coat drives, we've done food drives. And now I've been blessed to be able to co-partner for a girls teen Empowerment Expo next Saturday in east of Atlanta in Lithonia, where we will work with young ladies from the ages of 13 to 18 to help them define their identity. Right? So a lot of the issues that we face as older women, I know a lot of us here, we don't look our age, right? A lot of the things that we deal with now is things that stemmed at when we were a kid.
Yes.
And unfortunately, the times are different. A lot of things that our parents didn't know to talk about then, we have to talk about now. Yes. It's a lot of social media that's in their face and being presented, and they're challenged every day. So when we send our kids off to school, there are opportunities waiting for them. We need to empower them with the right opportunities, right? From their sexuality to how they look. There's pressures as to how they look. When we came up back in the day, we might have pressed our hair, and now we're more natural. Is that a problem or not? So again, we are very excited about that. Again, someone asked me, Sean Williams asked me to be a part of that, and it was her daughter reaching out to her, having these conversations. And so Real Chicks Rock has always aligned themselves with organization or people that have these visions or purposes to give back, and just always raising the awareness. So for that, I'm very excited. So being here on Instinct Radio now with the social media helping, we're touching more people, right? Exactly. We're actually touching the lives of people. We're going into their homes. A lot of people don't be intimidated by the fact if people are liking it, but people inbox you and they text you and they say, I love your show. I like what you talked about. I missed it. When's the next one? And then people want to be on it. And so again, I'm just honored and thankful to be a woman in radio, right? Yes. I never thought I would do this. And I think there's so much more ground that we can cover. Yes. This is just a small piece of it. I think that by us bringing our pieces of our lanes in the way that we're very professional and passionate about what we do, we're just elevating not only this platform and this station, but our brands. So I think we just need to continue to do what we do, and people will watch and take note.
Tell us about the you had the information for the expo?
Yes, I do.
Please tell us about that.
All right. It is it's on Eventbrite. It's called Teen Girls Empowerment Expo.com. You can go there. We have a website. We're on Instagram. You can go on my page, Michelle Dawes-Burke. You can go to Real Chicks Rock. All the information is there. Tonight at midnight, we are doing a promotion. We've had it for about a week where it's $5 off for every young lady that comes through. Parents are welcome to join because we understand that young people can't transport themselves to the event. So we set it up so parents can be there, but they don't participate. It's really for their daughter. So it's your daughter, your stepdaughter, your goddaughter, your niece, a little sister,
your next door neighbor,
next door
girl,
neighbor.
Yes.
We want them to come. We'll have 4 people coming to speak. I'll be one of the speakers. We'll have a doctor. We'll have some other ladies that are very good in their profession, entrepreneurs and such, to talk to the young ladies. And then they will do a vision board. And so the vision board will be designed to help them define their identity and give them the tools and things to kind of stick to who they are, right? So we hope this is the first of many more. This is our very first one. It is on Martin Luther King weekend, so instead of us being off, we're going to be on. Right?
Like
we're going to be doing something on. And we're going to be doing it on Saturdays from 9 to 1. So it's at the Fairfield Suites Hotel out there in the Stonecrest Mall area. So again, if you're in the Atlanta area, please join us.
Awesome. Christy Cooks.
Okay. I would like to say, this to me, when I talk, it's about divine connection. My show is called Keep It Moving, and it's on the fourth Sundays of each month from 4 to 7. I got introduced to radio kind of like by accident a little bit because I started coming with a friend of mine that she had recently interviewed, and I was blessed to be asked to be on the Regina Sunshine Show. I'm an author of Never Giving Up, The Power of True Deliverance, and my book talks about me overcoming my repeated incarcerations to be where I am today. Like I said, I'm a registered nurse. I have a master's in nursing and working toward my doctorate. So I have a lot of things that I had to overcome. From that, it stemmed the Keep It Moving show. I was asked by Regina Sunshine because I'm a people person anyway, and I just love to be around positivity, and that's what drew me down here with the food and everything else. I love positivity. My show is based on empowering people and bringing people to the forefront who feel like they can't make it because they've made a mistake or there's no hope for people. Stemming from that, also I had spoken a little bit earlier, is From Prison to Purpose, which is a foundation that me and my co-partner, Miss Kimberly Biggs, she's not down here. She is going to be in radio. She's been on my radio show. I interviewed her back in November. And that's one of the things that we're going to do is to help people who are coming out of that situation. Because a lot of times we don't have the resources or we don't know what to do. I know I didn't. Even though it's been over 20 years ago, I'm so blessed to say that January 24th will be 20 years ago that I was incarcerated. There was a time I felt like I couldn't stay out 20 minutes. So there is a God.
Yes, yes.
And I'm just honored.
Got chills.
And I'm sorry.
No, girl,
I'm
go.
preaching a little bit.
Go,
I'm not
girl,
preaching,
go.
But the prophecies is in me. Y'all see me on Facebook Live last night with my co-partner. The thing that I want to focus on is to reach people that otherwise would never go noticed. We see the top stories on CNN and all this. I want to be a part of the community. I want to be a part of the solution. And I want to offer hope. It doesn't matter if you're white, black, whatever, boy, girl, whatever, no matter where you come from, that you can, God, there's truth in his words. You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. And I'm living proof of that because I was one of those who was probably talked about when I know I was. And my mom probably gave up hope, but she prayed for me, though. There were times I'm pretty sure that she walked away like, Lord, this is my only child because I am an only child. What is wrong with her? But, the devil meant it for bad, but God meant it for my good. So I'm here to say that change is possible. You got to want to change. So every time that I come in, there's times I want to say, I don't want to do this no more. I'm busy. I can't. And then my co-partner, Kimberly Poole, when she was on here in November, she said, no, you got a work to do. You better just shake it off or working around your schedule. Because people need to hear you, you know what I'm saying? And I have gotten great responses. You don't know who that you're touching, who lies. Because I like to touch sensitive issues, and I always keep it real, y'all. So if you ever see anyone on my show, trust me, they have to be transparent because that's what I am. You cannot reach people if you're fake breaking, shape breaking, act like you ain't did nothing. And you're not going to do nothing but just reach yourself out the door. You're not going to be on my show. So it's about reaching people. You can't be faking and shaking on my show. You got to be real. There's going to be some sensitive topics, but we keep it censored
100.
for 0 to 99. We don't go overboard. But we say we have to say because it's about being a servant to the people. And I look at this as a servant, even when I'm tired. And I'm in California. I've had interesting people to come and sit in my spot. I know that I'm called to do this because God placed it through you. Regina Sunshine, through you, he gave it. We were just sitting here having a conversation. I was the co-host, and she said, I just got an idea. I'm like, And she looked at Jack, she needs her own show. I'm like, And so, May, the fourth Sunday in May will be a year. So I'm coming in with a bang in Jesus' name. And on the fourth Sunday of May, y'all look for, because I'm going to try to bring previous guests that I've had back on to see where we are and where we're going and what more can we do.
Praise God. That's
sensational
Sunday.
Sunday.
Sensational Sunday.
Oh, man. Powerful Sunday.
Woo!
play no games on Sunday.
That's right.
Oh my goodness.
Well, we're on a mission here on Sunday.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. I am just. I'm full.
Yes, I am too.
I'm full. Can we take a break?
No. Gotta keep going.
Keep going.
I am so full. Again, Wanda D, the motivational queen here. I'm telling you, Regina, thank you. I mean, thank you. This has been such a blessing, just sitting here absorbing the energy from the first session to this session. I think being closer like this, it was powerful the first time, but this, it's just like it went overboard. I'm so full right now. Wow. The name of our show is I Am Enough. And I always say ours because I have a very strong team and nothing happens. It's not my show. It's our show. And actually, it's the universal show. So I'm honored, thankful, and I just praise God every day. I Am Enough is more or less like a motto. It's a statement that I stand on. It came out of a lot of pain. Back some years ago, I was very broken, and I went into writing, and I wrote really hard, and I had locks at the time. I tell a story, and I picked my locks out, and if anybody had locks, it's difficult to pick locks out. It took me 2 weeks. Then I had a lot of hair, and then I cut them, and I cut it, and I cut it, and I cut it, and I cut it. And that's when the birth of I Am Enough, the book, came out. I went into the studio, recorded 12 tracks, raw, original music. It was just a lot that I went through to unveil another part of me, and I'm thankful for that. Now, in 2011, I had started 2010, I had started an internet show. That at that time I was in real estate, and the market was kind of crazy, and I had to find a solution to bringing the real estate world into my world, into the community. So we did that. That was very successful. I enjoyed it. But then out of that, I lost, things happened, and I had to revamp and regroup. So went away, and when I came back to this show thanks to Flavor Aid, which Keisha invited Rivers. Me to do a show, and I was like, sure, no problem, And so I'm just thankful. Our show, we talk about dreams because I think that your dream matters. So the three ladies before me, we're all like so connected with our missions and our passions. So, without trying to sound repetitive, it's just a great opportunity for people to come in and explore who they are, explore who they want to be. I push people. I'm also a accountability coach, so it's like if you say you want to do something,
that's right.
Don't mess around with me. Don't tell me what you want to do.
I'm the same way.
Because I'm gonna be like, what you doing over there? Because we need that. We need to raise the universal vibrations by doing the things that we were meant to do. We all came here for a purpose, and we need to walk in our purpose. And I say you can always go back. I trace my childhood, and being in communications was just something that I always wanted to do. I just got off track and came back and got off again. And so now it's just so revealing, and it just feels my life. And I have my kids and my grandkids, and they're all, one Sunday I had my grandson, he was co-hosting, because I think that, you just have to let people know what's available. Sometimes we get so broken and we don't know what else is out there. And we get caught up and we lose sight of our dreams. So on our show, I Am Enough, it's every first Sunday from 7 to 9. And we've had some amazing guests from artists come in and do their EP releases, to authors and investors and just counselors. It's just a great thing because we just want to make a difference. That's our purpose. We just want to make a difference in the lives of everybody. And I'm just so blessed to be a part of Instinct, because Instinct Radio rocks. I mean, this is family. I say family, and these is the huggingest, lovingest folks. This is my family. This is my family, because that's how I am. I be like don't come around me if you don't want no hugs, because I don't even play that. So I'm just honored to do that. We have an event going on this Saturday. It's called Reveal Your Greatness Brunch. It was postponed from last Saturday, so if everybody can come out, that'd be great. But it's going to be in Midtown at the Einstein restaurant from 11 to 1. So, and it's just gathering together and just kind of like we're doing here, but we're doing it, on a face-to-face form, and anybody's invited. Just come out, bring cash, because they only have one credit card, and we don't want to pay for everybody's lunch. So they said bring, we want to keep it simple, but it's a beautiful thing. I'm also a part of a tour, a 10-city tour that I am an empowerment speaker. So we'll be kicking off in Atlanta in February the 18th. Awesome. And just doing some amazing things. I just thank God for all the doors that he's opening.
That's awesome. That's awesome. You guys have a question?
Yeah, you spoke on it earlier. I wrote it down a long time ago, so I knew it was a question that I should probably ask. Mentors. Who was your mentor in getting into this field? Like when you were starting, everything you were starting, you had so much to deal with. Who was there to push you, to give you advice about where to go? And how did you pick that person to be there for you, to inspire you? You guys are inspirational in yourselves, but who was inspiring you through your whole process?
Let me take a stab at it. I think that, to be honest, for me, there isn't one person.
Okay.
I think for the different things that I want to do, there are different people that I connect with for that. Sometimes you just have a mentor, just in general, just so that you can be the best person you can be, regardless of your brand or whatever else that you're going to do. It's never really easy, but it's something that nags at you that you're like, I cannot let this go. I haven't said it in a long time, so I'm saying it in the content of this question. I used to get to a point where I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. I would get to a spot and I was like, I'm not doing it anymore, because I didn't know what to do next. I felt like what I just did wasn't enough and I would just want to quit. And then somebody would say to me, you can't stop. Or somebody would say to me, you posted something and it was just right on time. You just got to keep doing it. And so to what Wanda's saying, in order to get the right vibration out, you got to stop conflicting the universe by being double-minded and saying this. The universe is trying. The universe wants to give you this. Yeah. And you're speaking opposite of what the universe is trying to do. So I don't say that anymore. So what it is I position myself like when Regina posted this, I might have been the first one to say, I want to be here, because I understand that there are women that have been doing it longer than me, that they're in a different position than me, in a different place, and I'm not intimidated. This is the lane that God has put me in, but I think that when you surround yourself by like-minded people, you continue to get the nuggets you need to continue to grow and develop yourself. So I don't know if one person is ever enough if you have more than one passion. I'm just going to keep it 100.
That's good stuff. Good stuff.
For me, because I knew from quite a long time ago that I had a global mission, I knew I had a global mission. So I kept looking for someone that would be a great mentor in preparation, because I think most of us have dreams and we have things that we want to accomplish, but we never prepare for them adequately enough, so that when the platform finally shows up, we fall flat on our face. Now, most of us are gifted, but a gift without preparation, again, you fall flat on your face. I knew I was gifted and I knew I was going to go far, but I was looking for someone that was well equipped to give me the kind of training that once I stepped onto the platform, I'd be ready. And because you asked, I think you asked for a reason, so I'm going to give you all the 3 parts. The second thing, knowing I needed preparation was absolutely imperative. But with my background and the issues that I had faced and the issues that I had gone through, I also knew I needed healing. So I wasn't in a rush for a platform. I was willing to stay back and reflect and look deep within and be vulnerable enough to let my issues hang out, if you will, for my mentor, and I'll tell you his name by the time I'm done, for my mentor to see them. So there was no embarrassment, no shame. I knew if I'm going to make it, if I'm going to become, I'm going to have to, and I'm a pastor, so for me to say what I'm saying is not funny. I'm going to have to go past all these fake people. And I'm a pastor, so when I say that, that doesn't sound good, right? But I'm going to say it again. All these fake people, because there's a lot of fake people that are sitting in the church that look like they got it all together, that look holy, they call the name of God, but that's all they got. Apart from that, when they leave there, their life is not what they say it is. They're disappointed, they're depressed, they're sad, they're contemplating killing themselves and all sorts of things. So I needed something real. You get it? I wanted something real. Then the last part, I didn't want to come to the platform at a disadvantage. There's a lot of people that are connecting every day, but they're doing it because you got something, I got nothing, so I want to kind of rub off of you and take some of your glory. Well, that's wrong. That's not how you connect. You connect knowing I am enough. Again, that's like it was imperative. So my mentor is Dr. David Kruger. He is the founder of Mentor Path. He's a neuroscientist, an amazing guy. And I sat and shadowed him for 9 years. Wow. Because I knew I needed more. If you're going to build a house and you want it to be a good, steady house, your foundation must go deep enough. I knew my mission was global. So I had to go deeper. So while everybody, Regina, was playing around and fooling around and kicking me around like a ball, I was practicing. I was preparing. I was studying. I still study. I am a student, and I'll always be a student. And I never grow enough to feel like, oh my God, I am good, I'm equipped, I'm ready. I always feel like a student. Even when I teach, I learn from myself too. So I stay a student.
That's awesome. And the day you were on my show, I wasn't here. I didn't get to meet you. But now I'm thinking about it. The first time in Instant Radio, you were on my show. You were on my show. You were on my show. Yeah.
I didn't know it was your show when I came on.
Exactly. Because I had Death in the Family.
See, that's why we've never met. This is the first time we're sharing a platform.
You were on my show, but that was the time when y'all said
Isn't that amazing?
Y'all were acting up because I wasn't here because it was like a substitute teacher was here. Yes.
This is the
April Burns.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh my God. This is the first time you're sharing it.
Yeah, I remember.
You can't play that, but she ain't here.
Yeah, it was Dana and his sister, Kiana Dance, the comedian. Yes, they did my show that day. Yes, awesome. Thank you so much, Pastor Jennifer.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah,
Somebody else want to answer?
Anybody else want to answer? I got another question.
We're gonna have to take a break. Mentors who pushes you? Yeah.
Okay, can you repeat? Because I got caught into.
Yeah, I did. I was.
Every time she
Because when she
speaks,
speaks, I'm just like, I don't know what the question is.
Yeah.
So could you kind of repeat the question to me?
Yeah.
That's powerful.
Just to save
It's
time,
powerful.
make it shorter.
Okay.
Who was your mentor and who pushed you to be who you are today?
Okay, my mentor, her name is Dr. Evelyn Connor, and she's in Birmingham, Alabama. And I met her actually when I was in prison. She is also an ex-convict who had been out of prison like over 10 years, but going back in, mentoring women, letting them know that they don't have to return back. They can be more than what they are, and you are not a prison number. She is the one that has consistently, I see her on the page. I've also traveled with her some to different prisons. I go back to where I was in Alabama, and also go to Texas also in different places with her when time is, applicable for me. But she was my mentor because I saw something in her that I knew that I could overcome where I was. She showed me that I can be more than just this number, and God was still God on the throne. I was just going through the fire right now, and He was going to get the glory. So even though now I very seldom get a chance to go back, but we are Facebook friends. But I can say that too. This journey right here is the journey must continue. I always put hashtag the journey must continue. So I've never arrived. Like she said, I'll always be a student. It's always things that I need to work on, and I realized I couldn't even. My book had been out about 2 years before I even started really promoting it because God began to tell me, how can you get out here and tell people to forgive and do all this good stuff, and you ain't did none of that. You done wrote a book. You done wrote a very good book, but you ain't forgive. You got bitterness in you. You still, thinking about what people done did to you. So for a whole year before I even got on the Regina Sunshine Show, I was working with a life coach because I still had residual. I had a mountain that I had to dig out, and like I said, I like to be authentic with people. I don't want to get up there and go, oh, you can do this, but I'm not doing it. How can I tell you to forgive and I can't stand my next door neighbor? So for me, just different people, positive people that I met, because this is a positive atmosphere. I absorb positive energy from y'all ladies. I'm serious, and really, I really got hooked when she had Living Like a Boss show, my very first one I came to here, and I seen all them positive men, girl, that was a turn on. I said, oh, it's really black men like that, because when I see on TV, they always getting shot or something. I see black men and women or whatever doing things in the community, so I knew that was where I fitted in. I needed more training. I need to be out there, because see, my God told me I didn't get God in a church with a congregation. See, I found him on 3 hots in a cot, and that's where he found me. And he told me, look, in order for you to do my will, you got to be willing to go back to where I found you at. That means I might have to go to the crack house. I might have to go underneath the bridge sometime. I might have to go to the places that other people would look up and turn their nose at. But I'm a vessel, and I'm a willing vessel. I'm willing to go wherever you want me to go, God, because that's where you found me, and that's where I found you at. So it's a constant. I try to constantly stay. I have a slew of mentors. I got y'all. You know what I'm saying? I got to live up to y'all's shoes. So I got to get there. Y'all are powerhouses. So I have a slew of mentors, including a life coach, and I just absorb positivity every day, because I want to be an example that God can and God will. Amen. That is my mission. Amen. That is my calling. I feel like this is a calling for all of us. We didn't you can get up here and fake shake all you want to, but the real gonna stand.
That's right.
The fake will come and go and say, Regina, I just can't do it no more. I'm out. I ain't paying this money no more. I ain't coming on there to set up nobody. But the real stand when you don't even know how you're gonna pay the money. You don't know what you're gonna talk about. It's a lot of times I done got on here. I said, Lord, let your will, whatever topic you want, we're gonna talk about whatever we want to talk about today, because you on here. I just let God have His will. So, that's just, my purpose in life. I understand that, y'all. I understand it so much better. Actually, as of yesterday, I realized that, hey, we always ask God to give us the desires of our heart. But what are we giving God? He wants the desires of His heart, which is our heart. We can't let anything be so more important than giving our heart to God. Because I was in that position, no man, no relationship, no job. God has to be the center of everything. Yes. And from that stems the desires of your heart. I've always been a people person, whether I was in jail or out on the street. You know what I'm saying? I've always been trying to help people. Whether I was helping you steal something or helping you transform your life. That's real. That's real. That's it. I've always been that type of person. And you have people say, well, I was this out there. I was in a gang. I was in a gang called Lucifer. Okay. Wow. In the Lucifer gang, doing anything and everything that I could to hurt people and really hurt myself. So, I'm just in a point right now where I'm just in total transformation. You know what I'm saying? And I want to continue to transform, and I want to continue to transform. And I ask God not necessarily to enlarge my territory, because the wrong people can be in your territory. I ask Him to give me a circle of influence. People that are on my side that I can. It doesn't matter about, I got this and I got. No, the people that you have, you want to, make it a little bit. That's fine, but make me have influential people in my circle. You see what I'm saying? Give me favor with these people, unmerited favor, stuff I didn't even deserve. You know what I'm saying? That's what I ask God for. And with that, I'm gonna stop talking, because I love to talk.
Well, y'all know.
Wow,
sensational Sundays on Instinct Radio.
They ain't playing. There's no game on Sunday. Okay, there's no game on Sunday. Oh my goodness. Okay, I remember the question. Mentors. I've had so many mentors, but who stands out the most is my grandfather. And the reason being is because my grandfather did not graduate high school. I think he went to like the 6th grade. And this man was brilliant. He had a franchise, a Shell gas station franchise that him and his friends started, and then they broke partnership, and then he kept the station. And he was an alcoholic, but he was amazing. This was like, I didn't know my father. He was my dad, my everything. And I remember at 50 years old, he said, come on. I said, where are we going? Come on, just come on. We went to Dunham Sporting Goods, and he purchased 2 ski packages at 50, and we went skiing. And he has always been that innovator, that trailblazer, and people were looking like, you're going 50, I mean, you're going skiing, you're 50, and you shouldn't get on skis. He was like, y'all don't know what y'all talking about. I'm going to skiing, I'm taking my grandbaby, and we're going skiing. And that has always been my biggest influence of, you can do anything. Yes. He said, whatever. Because I remember I started a company and I was supposed to be selling stuff. And he said, what are you doing now? I said, I'm selling stuff. He said, well, sell it then. What are you talking about? So he was one of those guys that always said, just do it. Whatever it is, just do it. And his voice grinds in the back of my mind, forever. Right now he has dementia. So it's like, but I remember those memories of him and just pushing. Just everything that he's done, and with no education, formal education, but smart. I remember him sitting in the bathroom just reading every magazine. He could tell you about how much money Michael Jackson was making, what the Rolling Stones did, like what was the latest technology came out, what the stock market was paying out, which stocks to invest in. He was brilliant. And I say was as if he's not still alive, but he is. But dementia is a hard, serious disease, and it takes you to a place where you just want to say, wow, it's hard, it's difficult. And his legacy just lives on in me and in my children, and another person that really, really impacted my life was my mother, even though we weren't living together, but she told me some things that just really stuck with me, and that is that I was beautiful, smart, and I could do anything. And that is the walk of just finding your way, whatever it is, just find your way and just keep going no matter what people try to tell you. You're never too old. You're never not good enough. You are enough. You are more than enough. And when you stand united with some great people, we are all more than enough to do anything we want to do. And I'm just filled right now. I'm just ready to go home and take a nap.
I'm trying not to cry my lashes off. That's what I'm working on. Well, we are going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to bring all of our guests from today back, as well as Tiny, who is in the building, and introduce you to her as well. You're live in there, Regina Sunshine, Antonio Boyd, and Abria Morton here on the 3rd anniversary of the Women in Radio here on the Regina Sunshine Show on Instinct Radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're now tuned into the very best show, Jazzy Fizzle, Fizzle, Fizzle. And this is Instinct Radio, man. Tune in, baby. Oh, boy.
Yeah. You see, this song is dedicated to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And I hope you get all the praise and glory.